Hey, what's up guys? This is Kay from Lunarlight Games. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys are doing well on this Monday. Or whenever you're watching this. So let's see. Alright, so on this installment, we're still trying to reach level 70. Not too much work left. Let me reset this. Alright, so, let's see. Got some gear left over from our last session. None of which is very useful.
Rethink your intent.
Alright, let's toss the rest of this. Fix everything up and we should be good to go.
Embrace.
Alright, so not much work left. We just have to finish off the rest of these 2 levels and then we can get started.
It cannot be done.
Alright, so we got one of the better maps. So this should be
Your flaws are revealed.
no problem at all. We just have to watch out for these dudes.
It is not ready yet.
Especially when they explode. Or if that happens. Here. I was gonna say, gotta be very careful, but that kind of took the words out of my mouth.
Ability is not yet recharged.
It'll be nice to start getting some equipment that's around our level soon.
I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit.
Especially because our equipment keeps dropping at lower levels and we're climbing too fast for it to make any difference. So 69 now. Got one more left. I don't think it's necessary to switch back to our lower difficulty yet.
I need spirit.
Kind of debating whether we should reset this level or not yet.
I don't have enough
I
spirit.
think we might be able to barely squeeze this out, depending on how lucky we can get with these mobs. Or, you know, grab this thing.
Is not yet recharged. I need spirit.
Gotta make sure that doesn't explode on us.
I don't have enough spirit. The storm breaks.
There's a lot that's happening around us, and it's really hard to keep track of what's really hitting us.
Beneath the endless tide.
I'm not gonna worry about switching our gear just quite yet.
Not enough spirit.
Until we reach 70, which hopefully should be
I
soon.
must wait to use that ability.
Nope. Almost.
I need spirit.
We just have to get lucky a few more times and we'll be good to go.
This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged.
Almost. Come on
The
now.
Rift Guardian has found...
I cannot do that.
Oh, we got something nice there. Yeah, I don't mind that. Oh man, we're so close.
It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit.
There we go. Okay, so level 70. We just completed the long and tedious part of the run. Let's head back.
Impressive.
Rita has raised me to new heights.
Okay, so we got our first 2 Paragon points. Right, so do the usual, just max out your movement speed first, and then as for this, we need to reduce our cooldowns. So let me have a look around. Is this 1 or 2 two-handed weapon? Nope, two-handed. So we can use it. Yours? Alright, so let's readjust a few things first. And then we'll get started. Let's socket these. I guess we're going to stick with that same weapon for now. Let's unequip that. We'll give her that. Equip this. We're gonna leave the... Never mind. We're gonna leave the legendary items on, so we can take advantage of their buffs, their added effects. Toss that on. And toss that on. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got that clear out of the way. Put that away, and I think we're pretty much set now. So, let's see. we can start clearing chapter 1 right away. So let's do that. We just need to kill these 2 bosses and take care of this. 5 bounties and 2 bosses. Not too bad. I figured we might as well start on the chapter rewards because we'll be able to start getting Hadric's gift. That'll allow us to grab Ina's mantra armor set, and that'll boost us up some GR levels anyway, and some torment levels, so we can grind for items a lot easier. So let's do this. So if you guys have been following along, the last 2 or 3 videos, give or take, and I want to say around like 5 to 6 hours or so, maybe more, all of that was just filler. This is the actual journey once we've already gotten our level 70 character. Now we can actually start doing the real legwork. So first off, we want to kill Zoltan Cool, so let's have at it. This is going to be pretty quick. Okay, so just like that. Got some nice junk already. Let's see. Oh, might as well toss this on. Oh, never mind, this is a two-handed thing. We don't need that. And as for this, I think we're going to put this into resist all. I'll have to consult the build guide later. It's not so important right now. Got a couple of rewards here. Can use that. Let's see about our follower. We'll give her this. And that.
A lovely piece.
Okay, so now we gotta kill Rakanoth. I'm pretty sure... There you go, Rakanoth. Such a relief to finally get all of this leveling up out of the way. Because the actual journey doesn't really take that long, depending on whether you understand how to tackle the objectives. But now we can also focus on getting the proper items for our build. There's no more, you know, picking and guessing which one's best for us. We're going to take the resource cost reduction, at least for now. And let's keep going.
What you ask is impossible.
We're just going to ditch those guys for now. Try to get as much of this done as soon as possible. And there you go. That is Rakanoth. Okay, so we got him. Now what? Give her this. Alright, so Rakanoth is done. Now we just need complete bounties. Let's start with this one.
It's well crafted.
Actually, at this point, let me see if we can open up our... You know what? Never mind. I don't think we really need to open up our network settings up until we reach the very end, where we need to grind out materials from bounties. Normally, there's hardly anybody that actually joins our lobby anyway. Okay. Another Paragon level. It's all a matter of grinding out XP now, rather than
That
levels.
ability is not yet recharged.
Akan gathered the most devout, driven, and martial Zakarum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these
So this is
recruits,
where
these
the actual game
crusaders,
begins.
were given insight into the primal
Not
powers
just
of
where
Zakarum in a way
we
no
were at
paladin ever.
grinding levels.
The storm breaks.
I mean, of course you can start doing these beforehand, but
Not enough spirit.
it's not nearly as efficient.
That is what I have trained for.
Because you don't really gain any benefit from completing the bounties before reaching 70.
Break beneath the endless tide.
What is this?
I need spirit.
Well, this is new to me. Alright. Oh, that's right. Completely forgot we got a new... passive skill, so we'll equip our cheat death ability there.
The storm breaks.
When the Crusaders had learned all they
Rethink your
could,
intent.
Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that coiled at the heart of the Zakarum faith. There was no clear goal for them to pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred.
This fight is over.
Okay, now that we completed that, we can move on. Toss these points in. Alright, so next one.
My path becomes clearer.
We know at this point, since we're not doing... Well, not doing, but we don't have any build to replenish our resource. Let's equip this. See, which one's the best one? I keep forgetting. Well, normally we would use this for GR pushing, but let's equip this one. That'll help with our resource management.
The gods strike through me.
Alrighty. Make your way through this area. We can just run through this. No point in staying longer than we need to. See, hit the wrong button there.
I must wait to use that ability. Your strength fails. This cannot be opened yet. You are defeated.
Alright, so with this we should have an easier time. No longer have to worry about our resource running out. I'm not even worried about our equipment right now. Mainly just want to start picking up legendaries rather than what we're getting right now.
It is not ready yet.
Because the difference of getting a legendary at level 70 is a lot bigger than if you were to get an ordinary.
That ability is not yet
Magic or rare.
recharged. Fails.
I hope we didn't miss any enemies.
It cannot be done.
Sweet. What do we got here? Something that's not too terribly useful, but we'll take anyway. Okay, it seems that we missed a couple somewhere along the way.
It is not ready yet.
You know what? I think it probably was at the
What you
last
ask
split.
is impossible.
There we go, there's one. So we got two more left.
A vicious strike.
Just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
Well, as long as we're here, we might as well take advantage of killing all the enemies.
I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit.
Alrighty, one more. Let's get these in. This is something that I wish Diablo, well, not Diablo, but other games like Diablo would incorporate, because games like, you know, Borderlands 2, they have their own system for, you know, having extra points after you've completed the main game, but they're not nearly quite as great. I mean, maybe not nearly as intuitive, I guess.
I suppose you're seeking your fortune. Would you like some company?
Because while the badass rank system works, I mean, it's alright in Borderlands. It's super tedious when you need more points. Because the only main way to really grind out more levels is to essentially create multiple characters on the same account and then use them in order to grind out the levels.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Which is fine if you're playing it for the long haul.
Endless tide.
If you want to, say, spend as much time as you want on a certain game, it kind of works out. But I don't know very many people that would actually spend multiple playthroughs discovering how each player character works. But you'll see it in Diablo because of the whole
I cannot open
season system, but in other games where there's no direct benefit to creating a brand new character, it's a little hard to justify. Alrighty. We just finished chapter 1. Let's see. I'm guessing this is our reward. Maybe? Let's head back to the town first. Let's pick up our reward.
My stomach feels strange.
Did you forget to eat?
Hello there. That's nice. Can I have it back?
Not exactly what we wanted, but we'll take it anyway. We're still looking for Zokrin's gaze. Still having a hard time pronouncing that. Zokrin's gaze.
The world you have finished.
Okay, so level... was it level 15 now? I wonder how high we'll get this season. I don't think I'd needed to get higher than 800 or so in the last couple seasons I played. So only one reward.
My burden is too great.
Those are alright. Nothing special though. That's a shame. We got the recipe for the topaz, but we don't even need it. So what can we use now? That's all off limits. Illusory boots. This is more useful for our followers, so we'll give it to her. Nope, nothing. We're not going to take any of the boots. We will take this. Alright, for our follower, nope. Only one, huh?
A gift?
Alright, so we're gonna stick this in our new helmet. Pop a couple of these in here. Okay, so let's put away these. And let's see what's next on our list. Okay, so we have to kill Gom, Queen Aranea, craft a ring. Oh, these are super easy. I think we might do the combat ones first. So let's see, Gom is right over here.
Your flaws are revealed. I will not do that.
I think it might even be possible for us to complete the first 4 chapters without needing to go into any greater rifts quite yet.
I must wait to use that
We'll
ability.
see that.
Your strength fails.
All depends whether
It cannot be done.
we can make the cut.
What you ask
I
is
think
impossible.
this is the way. Come on, big boy. Let's see what you got. That was quick. We pop these on.
I need to go back.
Give her that. And that's it. We just need 1 emerald, so... Or actually, hold on. I just realized we have enough to make this. Pop that one. And then these. Okay, we should be set. So on to the next one. I think we need to deal with Queen Ernea. I think the fastest I've ever completed a season was maybe in 2 weeks. And that was with, I think it was The Wizard. That might have been either season 21 or 22. I forget which.
It is not ready yet.
Because it was definitely one of the seasons before I started using the monk permanently.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
I must wait to use that ability.
I think during one season in particular, I ended up using the... What was it? I believe it was the Gears of the Dreadlands. Yeah, it was definitely the Gears of the Dreadlands build for the Demon Hunter. I think that was my first one. Admittedly, not very easy to do so with a Demon Hunter.
Until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her. I have been chosen.
Okay, dude.
It is not ready yet. I need spirit. This fight is over.
One bright side of having Epiphany on is that we can automatically do this. You know, just teleport to wherever the enemy is at.
This fight is over.
Where are the enemies?
This cannot be opened yet.
Is this bug?
My mind
Yeah,
is
that was pretty dumb. I have no idea why they spawned that far. Toss more here and here.
Perfect.
You are defeated. I will not do that.
This is not the right way.
That ability is not yet recharged. The gods strike through me. You are defeated. It is not ready yet. This
map is always the worst when... Well, Probably not the worst, but second worst when you're trying to do a boss rush conquest. We need to hop over here.
The gods strike through me.
I learned much from that.
Or maybe not. The heck is exit? Okay, never mind. It's further over here. I was hoping for that one cycle kill, but we're not quite that strong yet.
I'm returning to town.
Okay, that's it for the combat chapters, or chapter objectives. So let's see. Just gotta craft a level 70 weapon. A weapon and a ring. Doesn't matter what weapon or ring you craft. Let's just craft one of these. Oh, I didn't craft the level 71. My mistake. There we go. And now a level 70 ring. And to do so, we have to sacrifice a diamond and an amethyst. They don't really matter too much anyway. Give that to our follower.
You're too kind.
Okay, what's next? We need to enchant an item, and we need to transmogrify an item, which is just a fancy name for pretty much, forgot what's the name. Oh, just changing your weapon skin. Like, say for example, we got this. Or, you know, the shield. Let's make it look a bit more fancy. Take that one. And since we don't really have the gear that we want quite yet, let's just enchant this. Doesn't really matter what you enchant though. But let's see, in order to maximize our returns, Wave of Light. Let's just try and get rid of this one. We don't even use Lash and Tail. Oh, what do you know? We got the Wave of Light damage boost. So we got the biggest damage buff to a Wave of Light possible. That's actually really good. But we don't even use Wave of Light right now anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. Let's claim our reward. So, with this, we got our first 2 armor pieces. Okay, not too bad. No special effects here, but I'll take it anyway. So with this, we get a nice buff to our Mystic Ally. And since we're not using the Legacy of Dreams gem quite yet, we can ignore having the armor set bonus. So let's remove this. See if our follower can use anything. Nope. Let's socket this back in here. Do we have enough to combine anything? We do indeed, I think. No, maybe not. My mistake. Okay, so trash should rest. And as for our follower, we'll give her this.
Magnificent.
And we'll trash this too. Alrighty. So, right off the bat, that's actually 2 chapters done. We need to kill Belial, Magda, and farm a couple. We just need to farm a couple bounties. What about this? Reforge of weapon property. This is easy. Slay Oleg. Well, by the time we get our second set of armor pieces, we should be able to do this. Reach GR level 20. Use Kanai's cube. Okay, easy enough. Let's start with the basics. Belial and Magda. Looks like we're going back to Magda's place. Okay, so we're gonna head back to this area real quick.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
I wish Diablo 2 was easier to get into on console because it's convoluted to say the least. Got that done. Yeah, I just really don't like the inventory system in the older game. Let's see, these are 2-handers. Nothing we can use. Alright, so Belial. We've just taken care of Magda. Super simple, right?
beneath the endless tide.
I think we can use this. Now Belial should be a piece of cake due to our armor set.
Not enough spirit.
I cast off these petty illusions. Behold, the true vision of the Lord of Hell!
Rethink your intent.
Should be relatively easy, but our
I must wait longer.
allies are kind of,
I have been healed.
they're not working as intended. But we still took down Belial anyway. That was weird. Anyways, okay. Now for the easy stuff, we just need to complete some bounties. I don't think we need to change our equipment quite yet. Well, let's run through and... Oh, hey, a goblin.
Keep your distance. This burden is mine. May death bring peace from your madness, Leon.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still...
Just want to take our time and kill some of these mobs.
You dare to bring the wand of life into my tomb!
Clearly they do not know who you are around here.
I must wait to use that ability.
Oh, by the way, if you guys are still playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, there's a nice distribution going on right now for our Dracovit. If you guys want to take advantage, I think today's the last day there.
That ability is not yet recharged. Feel the wrath of Yitar!
Nice. What did we get? Not exactly anything we need. We'll give it to our follower. Give her that.
Yes.
No emerald. Let's move on. Cross your fingers, we get his crown. Really need it right now for the added boosted effect for the ruby.
I need healing.
Nope, that's unfortunate. Nothing useful. That could have gone better. Is that a goblin out here?
It is
nice.
not ready yet.
I think this is sweet. Oh my gosh. We got a new pet. Awesome, we got Thing from... What's that show called? I'm getting it confused with the monsters. The Addams Family, there you go. So that's actually really nice. Oh, and speak of the devil. Even better. Now we got our Rapid Strike. We actually need this. This is one of our build weapons. So that's good for us. We're going to keep that on. Get rid of that. Yeah, so this is amazing luck. We got a pet, and directly right after we got our build
That
weapon.
ability is not yet recharged.
There's another goblin over here.
I must wait to use that ability.
Those pet goblins are completely random. At least I think so, anyway. Toss that on.
Cultists have kidnapped my brother!
Then we must rescue him.
I mean, do we have to?
The cultists poisoned my brother and brought him to this cave, all because they want my elixirs.
This coven is a constant thorn in my side.
Well, I guess it's that. And that's valuable. Let's try to find his brother. If he's still alive.
It cannot be done.
The world of Diablo is kind of dark, so... No, he may not be here after all. Got another new item right there. Let's toss this in.
He's over here. I'll give him the antidote. Oh no, they're here. Fight them off while I give him the antidote.
We can just stand around.
We'd be dead if it weren't for you, brave hero. Take these elixirs for your trouble. We're going back to town.
What elixirs? I don't think we got anything. Okay, on to the next quest. You know, at this point, this is where having random strangers come do bounties alongside you would come in handy. But unless you're playing on T16, most people never bother
That ability is not
joining
yet
up
recharged.
unless,
Your strength
you know, it's
fails.
with friends that you actually know. I think the player base for this isn't very big. At least not big enough to warrant jumping
I need
into
spirit.
random lobbies. Otherwise, we would have had a lot more party members so
Use
far.
that ability. Your flaws are revealed.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain
Let's move on to the next one.
of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. Feel the wrath of Yitar! Rethink your intent.
I think we've completed the bounty assignment here. So let's move on.
Your strength fails. I will not do that. What killed this creature?
Question is, what's not going to kill this creature?
That ability is not yet recharged. Here is the leader.
Those scavengers trapped my poor wife and me down there for hours. I'm sure she'd love to meet you, and thank you for your help. My love, this is the woman who saved our farm.
This is...
No need to be shy. We owe all of this to you.
I must be going.
That's pretty dark.
Oh, she's not at all. My wife can't help with the planting and harvesting. She's nothing but skin and bones.
Looking a little too frail there. Anyways, let's keep it moving.
My strength has increased. What you ask is impossible. You are defeated.
kind of tempted to slot in a diamond to reduce our cooldown rate. Because Epiphany's effect is really helpful.
Vicious strike. It cannot be done.
No legendaries here, I guess.
I need to go back.
Alrighty. So that's Act 1 bounty's done.
The master.
I cannot carry more.
I'm gonna have to get rid of some items. Drop these. Still too full, huh? What do we got here? We'll keep that on. These are all two-handed weapons. All two-handed. Nothing useful. Nothing worth replacing. Oh, sweet. Now we can start making royal emeralds. That is, if we have enough. Maybe not. I would need one more. Deposit that. Get rid of this. Alright. Now, let me see, what time is it? We're about an hour in. I think I might be able to clear up this one and maybe this one. Actually, maybe not this one. Yeah, I think we might be able to clear up Chapter 3. Maybe by the end of the next hour or two. Next one.
Your strength fails.
Gotta help these guys out here.
What you ask is impossible. Break in the endless tide.
Okay, there's that.
I will not do that. Your strength fails.
Forget about this. Definitely keep
Rethink
forgetting
your
that.
intent.
Help me!
My stride.
Is this my blood? I
Okay,
can't
so this is the last one.
breathe.
Moving on.
Another warrior gone.
I feel terrible.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Where is There we go.
A vicious strike!
So usually by this point, when I'm grinding out bounties, I either play music or set my lobby up to open so anyone that wants to can join in on the fun.
I cannot open this. Feel the wrath of
Well, because we're not on
Itar.
T16 yet, it's really hard to find people to group up with.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Has increased. The storm breaks.
And there we go. Grab that. We'll fix up the gems in a little bit later. So what? Oh, we're on Torment 2. I think we could stand to increase the difficulty after, maybe after this set of bounties.
It cannot be done. The gods strike through me. What you ask is impossible.
Wow, our pickup radius is pretty small. You pretty much have to be touching the orbs in order for it to even take effect.
Wrath of Itar. Rethink your intent. This fight is over.
Now, for those of you out there on YouTube watching this, you can pretty much use this as a template to complete the season journey. Basically, a walkthrough. Although, you could tackle the season journey in whatever manner you choose to. You don't have to necessarily do the same thing that I'm doing. In fact, you might be able to find a more efficient way than I can.
Beneath the endless tide.
But definitely, if you can, partner up with somebody. Great. Now we gotta run through the entire dungeon.
Your strength fails.
Oh, sweet. This is really good for us.
That ability is not yet recharged.
A lot of gems, at least. Even if the rewards are kind of lacking. Again, just to reiterate, once you reach level 70, the normal items, like the rares and the magic items, aren't really that important. You really want to start working on your build by collecting the legendary items. Either by grinding them like I am right now, or running through rifts and upgrading your gems to be able to get more powerful and rise through the difficulty ranks.
Not ready yet.
Now we're full up. Gotta get Zokarin's gaze. Can't use two-handers. There's no point to using two-handers anyway. At least not with this build. Because with the monk, you get increased attack speed by dual wielding rather than equipping a two-hander for max damage. In short, DPS matters a hell of a lot more than overall damage.
I am returning to town.
Let's see if we can't get that emerald. Need just a little bit of money. Nope, nothing. That's alright though. We'll just wait until the next opportunity. So we just need to slay this dude, wherever he is.
The years wear on us all.
I must wait to use
Only
that
a few
ability.
still live. But we have made a good account of ourselves, killing all but the most vicious of the flesh eaters. To think, they were once our kin. As long as even one of them still lives, we are all shamed.
I will
There's
not
probably
do that.
some good lore dump somewhere. I just don't know what it is.
Well, but you must... Wait! You can't mean to leave me here? I'm going with you.
Yeah, we can.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I don't really pay too much attention to the lore in Diablo 3. Especially because some of it requires that you need an encyclopedia to get through it all. I mean, I get the general story bits, but everything else is kind of like in a vacuum for me. Probably should increase the difficulty.
I must wait to use that ability.
Okay. Just one more. Alright, so more movement speed is always nice.
It is not ready yet. Break beneath the endless tide.
Oh, sweet.
I
Another
must
one.
wait to use that ability. My understanding grows.
This is basically a material dump. There's nothing really notable.
Rethink your intent.
What is this? Sweet. You basically stumbled across like a goblin shrine or whatever. Goblin pylon. This is new. I don't think I've ever seen these. I don't know. Maybe they're not new, and I've just never stumbled across them. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys think this is new or old. And sweet. We got a new gem recipe. What do we got? Taking fire damage restores your primary resource. This is probably better suited to... Actually, you know what? Let's keep it. It's probably better suited to
That
give
ability
more
is not
power
yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Alright, so before we jump here... Okay.
I must wait to use that ability.
Simple enough. Grab our reward.
I can't carry anymore. I need to go back.
I guess we'll just come back for this. Or not. It's a bow. I don't even use bows.
Safety at last. You have not only my eternal thanks, but also the thanks of the world at large for rescuing me.
He says as he walks away to some unknown place. Nope. Nothing useful. That was a whole lot of nothing.
If you insist.
Let's grab that one item right there.
I am returning to town.
Alright, what's our reward? Really? That's it? Not really much of an improvement.
Perfect.
Let's toss these away. Alright, so we still need to do these two, and then by then we'll have enough materials for this. Let's see, let's combine some of these. The ruby is more important right now. Alright, so now that we have the ruby done, let's get a start on these. And that's all that we have enough for. Yep. So let's put this in our helmet, and this here, and this here. Sweet. Okay, so, yeah, next thing we need to do is go over to... Actually, you know what, let's switch this up. We need to change up our difficulty. How about T4? We need to be able to take on T4 anyway, because we're going to come up against the next chapter pretty soon.
vicious strike.
I thought we were going to struggle, but maybe not.
The Angelus Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure
I will not
aspect
do
of
that.
creation, valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
The storm breaks.
Okay, so with the increased
Not enough spirit.
difficulty, we should
That
start
ability is not yet
seeing
recharged.
higher returns on our XP, which means, you know, we should be able to start seeing higher growth rates in our Paragon points. Hopefully this also means that we get better equipment too. So we get more gold and more XP.
We have laid low.
And a higher drop rate? Yeah, a higher drop rate than previously.
It is not ready yet. You are defeated. What you ask is impossible.
That once we get the full armor set,
I must wait.
We should probably be able to take on T16.
I don't have enough spirit.
If not, at least somewhere close to it.
It is not ready yet.
Let's try to open up all of these.
That ability is not yet recharged. Your strength fails.
Simple enough.
I must wait to use that ability. This fight is over.
Let's see, the increased drop rate isn't really kicking in quite yet. Not really seeing any legendaries that we haven't already been seeing. If any.
It is not ready yet. Drake beneath the endless tide. It cannot be done.
I think we can even go higher into T5 or maybe even T6.
This cannot be opened yet. The storm thorn breaks. I need spirit. That ability is not yet recharged. You are defeated. I must wait to use that ability.
Where is everyone? That's done.
That ability is not yet recharged. Strength fails. It is not ready yet.
So with the way that the drops have been working so far this season, seems like I got really lucky because
I must wait to use that ability.
So far everything's been kind of a cakewalk.
My injuries are
This isn't even taking into account.
less severe.
It's not taking into account that we haven't been doing any greater rifts. We don't even have any of our legendary gems.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Which honestly, we could probably farm for 2 out of 3 of the gems we need.
It is not ready yet. I will return. I don't have enough spirit. Break beneath the endless I must wait to use that ability.
Let's grab this before we open that.
Rethink your intent. My mind is stronger.
Seriously? No legendary yet?
You are defeated. It is not ready yet. It cannot be done.
I think we probably got too lucky. Because now the game seems to be denying us all of the legendary drops.
Not enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged. I need spirit. It is not ready yet. My strength has increased. Your strength fails.
So far, so good, though. Alright, that's the last one. We've been having so much fun that I completely forgot that we were on our last bounty for this section.
The endless tide.
Oh, nice.
I need to go back.
world. You have finished.
Such a brave soul. Do come back again. Nice on you. falters. Your strength fails. I grow weak. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Nephilim, over here.
I cannot open this. That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. Not enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. Your flaws are revealed. It is not ready yet. A vicious strike! That ability is not yet recharged.
Tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim. Gods are another name, and their ruined civilization in the west.
I need
this
spirit.
Is true. How could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single
I must
tome?
wait to use that ability. Your strength fails. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. The gods strike through me.
I learned much from that.
I must wait to use that ability. I need healing. Injuries are too severe. That ability is not yet recharged.
I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
It is not ready yet. My will falters. That ability is not yet recharged. Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet. Ha! A vicious strike! I don't have enough spirit. Beneath the endless tide. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. I need spirit. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. My path becomes clearer. That ability is not yet recharged. I will return. It is not ready yet.
Everyone is calling me a hero now. If they only knew. No hero does the things that I have. And for what?
I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. My strides grow longer. That ability is not yet recharged. You are defeated. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. I must wait to use that ability. Ha! A vicious strike! I must heal. That ability is not yet recharged. My strength fails. My understanding grows. I need healing. Your flaws are revealed. I must wait to use that ability. My will. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. My mind is stronger. Feel the wrath of Yitan! That ability is not yet recharged. I must lessen my burden. I am returning to town.
Lorath, I haven't heard from the Horizon.
I need to go back.
Well, you have finished.
If you insist. Hello there. Who is there?
That is too expensive.
Okay, so we've got the chapters done. Pretty much we've got the chapter done. Let me try to figure out what we can get rid of. So we need to extract one legendary power. But give me a moment while I look at our build guide and see what we can take out. I apologize for a bit there. Completely forgot the mic was off. So let's see. We're going to be going for the Wave of Light build. Okay, so this is easy to figure out. We're gonna need to strip off our bindings of the lesser gods. Actually, you know what? We can equip the Pinto's Pride. So yeah, we're gonna take Pinto's Pride. That's what we're gonna equip. We're gonna get rid of Bindings of the Lesser Gods. We'll get rid of this one.
I never stopped looking.
Okay, so now we can put on... Actually, I think we just completed... Yeah, we completed Chapter 3. Let's grab our rewards. Sweet. So... let's see.
Vulcanized cube. Finally, I learned that they had entrusted.
Okay, so now that we got the belt and the shoes...
a secret society of barbarians. The last of these, Kanai, died in Bale's invasion.
We can equip this. And this. I think we're going to cube the boots, though.
Seshron.
Yeah, we're going to cube the boots.
Spirit guards it still, and...
You know what? We can probably lay off Pinto's Pride for now. Because we're not quite using Wave of Light quite yet. But let's test this out. Since we have almost the entire set, really just missing... Yeah, we're just missing the legs and chest. Let's go ahead and dive into one of the ribs with grab a key.
Unleash you.
Alrighty.
It is not ready yet. My strength fails.
Looks good so far.
I must wait to use that ability. Your flaws are revealed. It is not ready yet.
We're missing a few items. But so far so good. Probably gonna have to switch over to desert route.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Let me see.
It is not ready yet. A vicious strike.
Feels like we're having a slightly harder time than before. I'm wondering if that's due to one of the items that we don't have equipped right now.
Not enough spirit.
So let's see. We have 4 of the 6 items we need.
I must wait to use that ability. The gods favor me. You are defeated. That ability is not yet recharged. Your flaws are revealed.
Let's see, I think the way out is over here.
It is not ready yet. I need spirit. What you ask is impossible. This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged.
That is a huge death trap. Alrighty, on to the next level.
I will not do that.
What is this dude over here?
Feel the wrath of Yitan.
Got teleported into this. Where's everybody?
I must wait to use that ability. Failed. I don't have enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged. Ha! A vicious strike!
Alright, 3rd level. So far the build's doing alright, but for some reason
it is not ready yet.
I can't quite put my finger on it, but it feels weaker than before.
My mind is stronger.
Pop these in. See, we can give that to our follower. Give that to her.
I must wait to use that ability. Your flaws are revealed. It cannot be done. What you ask is impossible. Your strength fails.
Alright, nice. Get this final on. Now, if only we could find the Guardian.
The Rift Guardian.
Okay. Got that out of the way.
Your trust.
See, what are these? Not too shabby. Alright, let's clear up. I don't really see anything that we can use anymore. These rings are only mildly useful. We're looking for convention of elements and unity. But those legendaries haven't dropped for us yet. Alright, so all this can go into trash. Still no ruby, flawless ruby plan yet. Take one of those. Sweet. Got one of those. So we're slowly grinding down the objectives. Not doing too bad. Yeah, this is always the last one I go for. Not too bad. We only have a couple to do here. And as for Chapter 4, in order to finish this, we're going to have to do this, this, and this, and that. These combat ones are going to be pretty easy to do. This one we can do right away, right now if we wanted to. In fact, why don't we? We're looking for a socket. Let me have a look. What do we mainly want on this? So for our Rapid Strike, we just want raw damage, critical hit damage, damage against elites, reduce cooldowns, and dexterity. And we also want the maximum spirit increase. So we're not going to change the damage. Neither are we going to change the critical hit damage. Which only leaves us two. We have either vitality or dexterity. Let's see, ideally we want that. Ideally we want damage to elite enemies. And cooldowns. You know what, since we don't have any chance of getting cooldowns on this, we can swap this for a socket. And just like that, we got our socket. You know what this means. We can take that out and stock it into our weapon for a boost to our DPS. Okay, so combat. We need to reach GR level 20. That'll come in time, and we can use this to upgrade a rare item to legendary quality. You know what, let's do that. We'll just take this. Right, so we can already upgrade this. Let's see what we get. Mind's Eye, we don't need that though. Okay, so we only have to do 4 combat objectives and reach GR 20. Not too bad. I think we can do that in the next session. So yeah, that's going to be it for now. I think I'm going to take a quick break. We've been at this for how long? About 2.5 hours. Okay. So yeah, that's going to leave us at the middle of Chapter 4, but we should be able to finish this next session. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for having tuned in, for having watched this on YouTube. If not, if you guys are on Twitch, thank you guys for dropping by and checking this out. So yeah, hopefully if you guys have enjoyed seeing this video, you can help me out by liking the video. You can also share it out on your social media pages. You know, just getting the word out will really help me out in the long run. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe to me at YouTube. It's the same name, Lunarlight Games. That's also the same thing for Twitter and Twitch. Follow me there on those platforms as well if you want to see more content from me. I also post deals and, you know, other general things about gaming on Twitter. Can you guys believe that Elon Musk has, you know, officially been given the go-ahead to try and buy Twitter? It's a big chunk of change he's willing to drop on it. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed my content, go ahead and ring the notification bell on all 3 platforms. That'll let you guys know whenever I'm going live or posting new things on, you know, whenever I got time. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for now. But I definitely hope you guys have had a great time hanging out with me. And I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. So, thanks guys, and take care.